Hey guys, I'm Layla. Today we are in Raid Shadow Legends, and we're going to be checking out the lore story for Balar the Lost, a brand new legendary that was added during this whole Chaos Awakes event going on in Raid. And I gotta say, I think he looks pretty cool. Like, I want to know if this is a mask or if, like, this ended up being part of his face. But they did a really good job kind of making him look like maybe like demonic or a tainted Sylvan Watcher, right? Like I really like we have this, I don't know if it's supposed to be fire or maybe it's like dark magic that's kind of like emanating off his shield. And you see like it looked like it started out as a regular shield and maybe it got corrupted somehow. And we kind of got the same thing going on with his weapon here. I love how it's glowing like that. They made him look super, super cool. So I have not read the lore story. I waited for you guys to read this together. So let's check out the story for Balar. He was the knight of the summer crescent moon, the chief guardian of the old heart tree. Balar, now known as the Lost, was among the first to fall to the corruption. While Preva the Slitherer slinked the seat of corruption, Balar fought the demon spawn's coterie of warriors. He was a master bladesman and dedicated to the heart tree's defense, and cut down Petrifia Rockroot, but it was too late. Preva succeeded. The corruption spread. Balar and his weapons, including the legendary heart shield, were entwined in the reaching, grasping, predacious vines and branches of darkness-turned trees. As with many others who were corrupted, Balar's mind was twisted beyond all recognition. All he cared for was spreading the corruption and annihilating those who opposed it. He blunted his blade on the flesh of Fae, and the blood of Sylvan elves drenched his garments. At his command, hosts of hideous, corrupted beasts, birthed from a now malignant heart tree, tore through enchanted flower meadows and groves of singing trees. Balar survived the brutal, decades-long war fought between the corrupted and the Sylvan. He was there at the final clash, the Battle of the Sacred Grove, where Sky Iron dwarves, Shadowkin rebels, and Sylvan fought against Demon Spawn, the Makajitocracy, and the corrupted. He witnessed Akumori, Juboka's fall, and the burning of the Heart Tree, and escaped the defeat. Balar had failed to protect the Heart Tree before its corruption. Now he had failed to protect it in its corrupted state. He was left numb, bereft of purpose, after evading the vengeful Sylvan pursuit squads that chased him and his kind after the Battle of the Sacred Grove. Reduced to an instinctive, animalistic state, Balar killed and corrupted at random. He learned to hide and hunt, to slip away from a murder site undetected, and to infiltrate guarded camps. When Corrosa the Covetous began her limited scouting and recruiting efforts ahead of her invasion of Teleria, Balar stirred. He felt the darkness of Enothrad leak into the world after her portals opened. He snaked his way through the mistwood to the demon spawned agents, feeling driven and powerful for the first time in centuries. He rallied corrupted wherever he found them, promising their time was at hand. The swirling darkness around the demon spawn and the waves of energy from Enothrad breezing through open portals energized him. He was compelled, obsessed with contributing. Perhaps they could even restore the burned heart tree. Okay, this kind of was a little bit shorter than I thought it was going to be, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, he's not necessarily like a main character in this whole Chaos Awakens, but we see that, yeah, so what ended up happening was he fell to corruption. Is he started out as a knight, so he was a Sylvan Watcher knight, and he became corrupted, and so he ended up becoming basically distorted because of this, right? And I think what's kind of sad with this, though, is the end of it here, talking about perhaps they can even restore the burned heart tree. So like somewhere deep down, his roots are still there, pun intended, of course, for Sylvan Watchers that want to protect the heart tree. But I feel like that's kind of a reach because that's not really what Kuros is after. But I'd love to know what you guys think of the lore story from Balar the Lost. Drop me a comment down below, and thanks for watching.